Okay, my first tip, if you are thinking about buying an Airbnb or converting an existing property into one, is whether or not to leave snacks out for your guests. So when I first bought my Airbnb, I joined all the Facebook groups. I read extensively online about what to do or not to do. Tons of advice and conversation out there from other Airbnb owners. And one point that I noticed that if people are very divided on are whether or not to leave snacks or a little treat out for your guests so they have something when they arrive. So when I first started, I was doing that. I had a little basket with a nice little note and a little candy or water or some sunflower chips. And what I personally found is it had no bearing on the ROI. And not only that, guests never mentioned it. A lot of times I would come back and the snack would be there, or it just ended up costing me a lot of money. And then it was just another thing I always had to refill and make sure it was in stock. Guests didn't seem to care whether or not if there were snacks when they arrived. One of the things that guests were very concerned about and asked about all the time was the coffee maker. I don't drink coffee, but I did have a Keurig, and people always asked about that, like what's the coffee situation in the house. And so in the beginning, I was always providing coffee pods. So again, that's my experience. I don't do it anymore. No one says anything. No one ever said anything when I did it. It's a case by case. I'd be curious to hear what other people's experience were.